Hi, my name is Hossein Amir Ahmadi. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I'm here with
Nick Karasai. I am also a Canadian immigration consultant.
And today we're going to discuss the Bcpmp skilled worker. So before we get started, there are a few updates that we haven't had time to make a video about them. There are Sinopharm vaccine. It's been approved for Canada as well. So people who didn't have access to the other vaccines, now they can use Sinopharm as well. The other one is people who study online outside of Canada. It's counted as you are here. So if the college or university qualifies for postgraduate work permit, you'll get the work permit as well. You get the postgraduate work permit as well.
That's a good news.
Yeah, that's a very good news for students. If you stay at your home, your cost probably will be much less than living here in Canada. The other one is from January 15, 2022. Students, work permit, tourists that they're coming to Canada, they need to be fully vaccinated, otherwise they won't be able to enter Canada. Before or until now, you could come in and be in quarantine for 2 weeks, but that's not possible anymore. There is one more update about the knock codes. The knock code system that was 0, A, B, C, D, it's going to change to 9 different categories, 1, 2, 3. So that will be an update from next year as well. We're going to discuss and make more videos about the knock code probably next few weeks. But these were the updates. Now we're going to start on Bcpmp skilled worker.
To apply under Bcpmp, there are 2 main categories: Bcpmp Express Entry and Bcpmp Skilled Worker. To be qualified under Bcpmp Express Entry, first you have to be qualified under one of the 3 categories under Express Entry Federal, Federal Skilled Worker, Federal Skilled Trade, or Canadian Experience Class. You have to create your profile in Express Entry Federal and keep your file number because you're going to use it in your Bcpmp Express Entry.
Yes, so once you get the nomination from Bcpmp, then you go back to the federal part of it and you put the nomination there, and then they will contact the Bcpmp and
you get the 600 points.
Yeah, you get the 600 points. Now the other one is just Bcpmp skilled worker. Bcpmp skilled worker are for people who cannot have IELTS 6 or above, but you still have enough points to enter Bcpmp pool. So if you get a nomination that way, it's a paper-based program that in old days you had to print them, mail them to immigration and wait for almost 2 years to get your PR. From February, they created a portal online so you can submit your documents online, and instead of 2 years, it's shortened to just 1 year. Hopefully, it will be even shorter, but these are the 2 different categories for Bcpmp skilled worker.
Main question: who is qualified under Bcpmp skilled worker category?
So with Bcpmp, it's always a joint application. Your employer needs to be eligible, plus you have to be eligible for Bcpmp. Instead of the 1,200 points from Express Entry, now you got 200 points to deal with. And if you have over 110-15 points, you got a good chance that your name will come out in the Bcpmp.
So the first point is you have to have a job offer, valid job offer. The employer should support you through the whole process, and your employer should be qualified under Bcpmp. What's the qualification?
Well, they need to have at least 5 full-time employee and have at least had 1 tax return, 1 year tax return. So those are the main things that they need to have. Other than that, then you need to be qualified as well as a job seeker. And your qualification, your English language, your salary, how many hours per week, or if you have already LMIA working inside Canada and then you're applying. So these are all gives you points. Even which area of BC you're working could give you some extra point as well. So these are the qualifications, and if you have enough points, you enter the pool and your name comes out, and then your process of the nomination starts.
One difference between Bcpmp Express Entry and and Federal Express Entry is that your age doesn't matter. You don't get points for your age in Bcpmp programs.
But then in Bcpmp, your salary makes a point,
Yeah.
gives you extra points. So your salary times the hours that you work per week gives you some extra point there.
Yeah. Like other all programs, Bcpmp is point system, meaning that you get points based on your education, based on the wage you receive, based on the hours you work per week, based on the location of your job, and your language proficiency.
So English is one of the areas that you could increase your points with. So if you have IELTS 6 and above, it gives you good points. Your education, either inside BC or inside Canada, that will give you more points. If you have already evaluated your education from outside of Canada through WS, that gives you some extra points as well. So now your application goes into a process. The employer is qualified, you are qualified as well. You have to wait approximately between 4 to 5 months until you get the nomination. Once you get the nomination, then you have to bring that nomination to Express Entry federal section of it, and now you are applying for PR. From the time that you have a Bcpmp nomination, you're also eligible to apply for work permit. So if you want to apply for work permit and PR at the same time, that's possible. Your work permit may come in within 2 to 3 months. Your PR may come in 6 to 8 months. So you could have your work permit come in and start working before your PR comes in. So that's possible as well. Now, one more point. If your work permit comes in and your PR gets to 8, 10, maybe 12 months and you don't come here to work, raises question that is it a genuine worker or not, because employer says they need you here and you were eligible to get a work permit, you have already got your work permit, why you are not here working for the employer?
Yeah, also one question. Some might ask, do they need like LMIA to go through the Bcpmp process, or they are exempt from having the LMIA and then apply for Bcpmp?
Well, it gives you more points. If you have your LMIA and already working in Canada, of course it gives you more points. But no, you don't really need to have LMIA. You could apply without the LMIA. If you have enough points, you could apply without the LMIA.
Awesome. Another question. If someone gets the job offer, apply for Bcpmp, get the support letter, apply for work permit, what will happen to their family? Can their family come to Canada with them? How about children, education in Canada?
Yeah, of course. Anyone who gets work permit here, well, in parentheses, I'll tell you guys about the category C and D. But other than that, anyone who gets work permit here in Canada, their spouse gets open work permit, so they can work anywhere they want. Children gets visitor record. With visitor record, they are eligible to go to school here like any Canadian, so they don't need to pay the fee for the school here. And medical, of course, the MSP, like any other Canadian, whatever we pay, you pay the same rates as well. We have other videos about other programs in Bcpmp, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comment here and we'll try to answer you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification.